What is up YouTube? My name is Aditya and welcome back to my channel The Indian Algo। इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं निफ्टी की एक ट्रेड एग्जीक्यूशंस, ओके, एनालिसिस जो मैंने कल किया था। सो इट्स लाइक अ बीटीएससी ट्रेड जो मैंने ली थी, उसका पूरा एग्जीक्यूशन यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा। अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हो सो मेक श्योर टू लाइक दिस वीडियो, जिससे मुझे पता चलेगा कि आपको ये ये वीडियोस अच्छी लगती हैं। ठीक है, कमेंट कर दो कि ठीक है ऐसी और वीडियोस डालनी है, ताकि मैं सारी चीज़ें आपके लिए वो अच्छे से आपको वापस दिखा सकूं, एग्जीक्यूशंस दिखा सकूं। एक चीज़ मैं क्लियर कर दूंगा, मैं अभी एक ऑप्शन बायर से एक सिंथेटिक फ्यूचर्स में शिफ्ट हो रहा हूँ। सो कैपिटल कम है, बट कैपिटल कम यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, बट दैट डजेंट मीन कि आपका प्रॉफिट कम होगा। मेरे लिए प्रॉफिट काफ़ी बड़ा है। ऑप्शन बाइंग में भी मैं ऑन एन एवरेज इससे कम ही करता हूँ पर डे का, बट दिस इज़ वेरी गुड, राइट? और दिस इज़ यूजिंग ओनली 4 लॉट्स। तो अगेन, अगर आपको इस वीडियो में क्या हुआ है अच्छे से समझना है, सारी चीजें, ओके, सारी चीजें, पूरी वीडियो को देखना। अगर आप पूरी वीडियो देखोगे तो आपको क्लिक होगा कि आपको क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। ओके, बहुत सारा एनालिसिस, बहुत सारे कॉन्सेप्ट्स है जो इस पूरी वीडियो में थ्रू आउट मैंने बोल बोल के शेयर किए हैं। आप इस वीडियो को आप इसकी स्पीड बढ़ा लो, 1.25x पे देख लो, चलेगा। लेकिन मेक श्योर कि आप एक नोटबुक और पेन लेके बैठो, तब जाके आपको ये चीज़ें समझ में आएगी। अगर आप इस चैनल पे नए हो और आपने टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन नहीं किया है, सो लिंक इज डाउन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। यहाँ पे जो भी लाइव मार्केट में एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है मैं आपके साथ वो शेयर करता हूँ। मैं प्री एनालिसिस वीडियो का लिंक सबसे पहले यहाँ पे शेयर करता हूँ, ताकि आप जल्दी से उसे देख सको और इवेंचुअली आप उसको ट्रेड भी कर सको। आज ही मैंने शेयर किया था, गलती से यहाँ पे 1 फेब लिखा हुआ है, 2 फरवरी। तो ये सारी वीडियोस, ये सब सब कुछ मैं यहाँ पे शेयर कर देता हूँ ऑन टाइम, ताकि आप देख सको। इवेंचुअली आज भी मैंने यही ऑब्जेक्टिव दिया था कि प्राइस 22,000 जाएगा। प्राइस 22,000 गया और उसके ऊपर भी गया। तो अगर आप देखोगे 1 मिनट टाइम फ्रेम पे, आपके पास काफी टाइम था, कहीं ना कहीं एक पोजीशन बना सकते थे। जरूरी नहीं है कि बनाना है, बिकॉज इवेंचुअली वो एक स्ट्रेट रन दे रहा था। ठीक है, प्री एनालिसिस वीडियो में मैंने ये भी कहा कि 22,102 जा सकते हो, शायद अभी भी जा सकता है, प्राइस अभी भी कंटिन्यूएशन में है। ऑल राइट, सो अब मेरा उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है। मेरा हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी सिनेरियो था 22,000, वो टेस्ट हो गया है। ऑलराइट, तो अगेन मैं बोलूंगा, इस वीडियो को अगर आप देख रहे हैं तो एक नोटबुक और पेन पेपर लेके बैठिए, आराम से इस वीडियो को पूरा देखिए। स्पीड बढ़ा लीजिए, चलेगा। 2 पार्ट में देखिए, चलेगा। कल देखिए, आज देखिए, चलेगा। दैट इज फाइन। बट वॉच दिस, तभी आपको ये चीज़ें समझ में आएगी। बिकॉज ट्रेडिंग इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट योर एंट्रीज एंड एग्जिट्स। ठीक है, इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट कि आपको कितना कन्विक्शन है आपकी ट्रेड में। कल जैसे अगर आप कोई बजट ट्रेड कर रहा होता, ठीक है, पूरा दिन उसने ट्रेड किया और उसने यही मिस कर दिया कि गैप अप हो सकता था, तो ये चीज़ आपको कब समझ में आती है? जब आप इन चीज़ों को अवॉइड करते हो। तो मेरी ट्रेडिंग का एक फंडा है कि मुझे इन चीज़ों को अवॉइड करना है, अच्छे दिन सेलेक्ट करने हैं एंड देन उस पर जंप करना है। मेरे लिए बेस्ट केस सिनेरियो ये था, यहाँ पे आने के बाद में मेरा रुकना सबसे बेस्ट केस सिनेरियो है। उसके बाद मुझे कुछ लेना देना नहीं है, मार्केट ऑल टाइम हाई जाए या ना जाए। अगले अगले हफ्ते या अगले हफ्ते मुझे एक दिन तो ऐसा मिलेगा जहाँ पे मुझे पता है कि मार्केट को कहाँ जाना है, उस एक दिन पे मैं फोकस करूंगा। ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज हाउ वी मूव अहेड। ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स जंप ऑन टू द वीडियो गाइस। ऑलराइट, सो as you can see at this point, our entry was around here. Now Nifty is gonna open around here. Almost 112 points up. Here you can see almost 115 points higher in the spot chart, 120 points higher in the spot chart, which is great. Another thing is I will have to hold on to this trade at least till the point. If you go on the daily time frame, you see you have a void right here. So I'm going to hold on to this for a while. I'm not going to rush and exit this. Maybe if I see a profit of 30,000, I'm going to exit this. But I'm honestly expecting the price to run higher and run towards this level. You see this volume imbalance right here. I am expecting the price to reach that area. At this point, if you can see, my PNL says 500, 5,158. Sorry. So we'll see what is going to be PNL in the next 3 minutes. So I'll pause it for now. All right, so you can see what I've marked here on the chart as the 8:30 opening price. Currently, we are trading below it. So I'm expecting that this is going to be the Judas swing, the fake move before an up move. Let's see how fake can this be, like how low can this go. And then, yep, let's see where the market opens here. Okay, so right at these highs. At this point, our PNL is at 25,000. Okay, so because of like the yesterday's drawdown as well. So this looks good. I'm going to hold on to this until I test this. So I'm pretty sure once I reach for 21,990, I'm gonna exit this trade right away. Like I won't think much about it then. It's because there's literally nothing for me to, as I said, Judas swing, right? Fake move to the downside. Now we should continue higher. We took out this high. We have this liquidity here. So I'm waiting for that. I'm pretty sure the price is supposed to run towards this. So I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for a pretty long run. So it says 31,000, 30,000 here, but you got like 50 more points. So 54 points, something like this. Yep, so we need that 50 more points. I don't want to leave it on the table today. This is an overnight position. I'm very well placed, and I don't feel that anything else is going wrong here. Definitely, you took out these highs. That's a little scary always, that whenever you take out some highs, it's gonna affect you. Okay, I'll just know here. We'll wait. We'll not do anything. We'll just wait. You see, that's a void, okay? So that's a clear imbalance, and the price is supposed to reach there no matter what. So I'm going to hold it. Really like the fact here that the price is pushing up pretty good. So if this reaches here first, I will probably exit everything, because you see that there is a little premium decay difference between this and this, almost 10 points. That definitely shows up as well, okay? So this needs to cover up as well. Once it starts covering up, okay, looks good to me. It looks good to me. As I said, I'll wait for this, because even if drops down, I'm not assuming a straight drop like very low. It has to take out these highs no matter what, at least, right? Because the markets run only for two reasons: liquidity and imbalance. So there's no reason to exit right away. All right. So this is at around 69 right now. I am waiting for it to go till 95. 95 is where I will exit this. Okay. Exact 200 points is what I want at least from this. This is shooting higher, so I need those like 200 points. At this point, it's 70. Need to see it run towards 90 and higher. More 15 points, I guess. That will be good. I'm watching the number here. We almost touched it, but I need a little more 10 points here. I'm not getting greedy, but I need like to get an exit there. So unfortunately, I'll have to hold it on a little bit. All right, perfect. Super work here. Made almost 40,000. But everyone, so I've taken a trade in Nifty synthetic futures. Okay, and I'm probably going to hold this overnight. All right. Now let's understand. If you see this, this is usually something that I do on demo as well, so that I can place my stops correctly. So at this point, we are at some risk, but let's understand what the prices are supposed to do. Okay. For now, I'm just going to remove this so that you probably don't see these things on the chart, so that you don't get confused looking at what I have here. Okay, so as you can see, we're probably at a draw. We're going at a drawdown here. Okay. Now, there's nothing to be worried about because my higher time frame, I believe, is on point. And what do I mean by that? So let's see here. Very recently, I was talking about this bearish order block. Okay. Now, the price, it eventually ran through it. This was the day. These were the days the bearish order block was very well used. But when we were here, we were expecting the price to actually break break below this somehow. Okay, but break below this as in not go above this. To be honest, yeah, we are expecting it to not go above it. So what happened next was price ran up, went into this complete void, left something here, left something open here. Okay, then the next time the price simply shot down. We can clearly see that this down move, this huge down candle has become a bullish order block. This has become a bullish order block here. This has become a bullish order block right here. So eventually, when you look at the bearish breaker block, I am using this bearish breaker block as something to support the prices, because if you see, the accumulation has been done here. Now there is one very important factor that's telling me that the prices are not willing to come here so soon, right at this point. What is that important factor? That important factor is this fair value gap. When you see this fair value gap from here till here, you can clearly see that there is sell side delivery, there's buy side delivery. Okay, so we have both sell side and buy side in the entire range here. That means this has created a balanced price range. That means anything below this is going to act as great support. Now, along with this support, the idea of this support, we have this bullish order block, we have this bearish breaker block that I am using it for support, and the price has now this thing to the upside, which is the imbalance in that void, and you can say in that fair value gap along with that void. That is a very clear cut imbalance, because at this point there is no nothing that should act as resistance. So once we catch momentum, we should definitely push higher. This area needs to be protected. This down move here, price is at 50% of this fair value gap. So yes, even though we were expecting lower prices, looking at this and the way the price is acting as resistance here, sorry, acting as support here, it should have fallen down very soon, but it did not do so. Hence, I'm expecting a spike somehow, maybe overnight spike, because we are at like a very, very great discounted area. So we may see something very like something that is going to spike up overnight. All right. So I'm just going to stick to that. If you look at the 5 minute time frame, what you can see here is this. Okay. What you can see here is this. Look at how nicely the price is taking support here. How nicely the price is taking support at this bullish order block every single time the price came down here. So that is something we have to keep in mind. This bullish order block can every single time push the prices very high. So I'm just removing this fair value gap. My eyes are right here. I would like to see the price come here. I would like to see a run towards this new year opening gap and then the push higher. That is my great expectation as of now. Because of this bullishness, definitely these lows look like okay, they are very nice and everything. And yes, a lot of retailers at this point are also bearish. That tells me a fact that uh, we are good to go to the upside, because or to be honest, even you after learning these concepts wouldn't have identified that balanced price range. Okay, so that is the reason we have this balanced price range right here. Nobody would have identified it unless and until I show them. That's the reason you have joined this mentorship. Okay. Now, yes, definitely you will see this in hindsight, because I don't want anyone to jump into a trade. I just want to show you uh, how you were supposed to sit back. I've mentioned many times that what doesn't look good in the AM session can look good in the PM session. We're about to go, and we're about to reach the 3 p.m. time, so we may see something that could spike up at any given moment. Maybe it could spike down, but I am expecting something that should lead higher. Okay, definitely looks like a bearish order flow here, but let's see what the prices could do. I am expecting higher momentum somehow. Even when I come here, let's go back to daily time frame. Everything is a balanced price range. Even here, everything is a balanced price range. You have this candle right here. Okay, so this is probably going to be something like this, the 50% or something like this down move. Okay, so this whole entire candle is a bullish order block. I would really like to see some support at the high of this candlestick so that we can push higher. If I go to the monthly time frame, you will see that we have this rejection block here. We have this rejection block here. So because we identified the order flow on the lower time frame, I want to see it run here first, right here. Okay. So I will just sit back and I'll let the price do its thing. We have already taken out the sell side here. Maybe we'll once again go below to take out the sell side, but nothing, nothing that's going to convince me right now to take a shot. I've been observing this for a very long, and yep, this looks like something that it can spike up at any given moment, because this is like at a very high probability uh, discount area. Okay. So once the price leaves this area, this breaker block, I can assume great momentum. We have a clear cut void right here that should be tested. So somehow when the price reaches here, what's going to happen? The prices can catch more momentum and go even higher. So that is an expectation that I'm looking at. So I'm just going to sit back, watch what the prices could do from here. Definitely, it looks like it's gonna fall drop down, but let's see. There's no reason for the price to come in here. It was balancing the range, this fair value gap. It was trying to create a BPR. Now it has done everything. So it is supposed to go up. It is not supposed to come down and break below this unnecessarily. So this is the new month opening gap. Okay. And I would like to see this act as power of three, where you see this push lower, that is going to be a manipulation. Okay. And then we are supposed to like run higher. So that's going to be a great confirmation for us to see higher prices. And how much would I like to book? I would like to book the trade simply right here. That means if somehow we reach here, that's going to be almost 160 points. Now, if you just multiply this with 150 100s, that's going to be almost 24,000. Like a very safe trade, no option buying, no DK, nothing. If my direction is correct, I don't have to fear this move. So the another thing that could go in my favor is the power of three. That's like a very high probability move. I'll just correct this. You don't mark it on monthly time frame, you mark it on 5 minute time frame. So this is the opening price and this is the closing price. 25, 915. Yep. So I would like to see this act as support and then a run higher. There's a moment where everyone can enter hero zeros, but I don't do that to be honest. Now, this trade can only be understood when you're not a participant here. Okay. This trade will come to you when you're not a participant in here. If you're a participant in here trying your luck up and down, you'll probably close the day and get nothing out of it. As soon as the BPR clicked, okay, the BPR here, as soon as it clicked to me, that's when I know that it's a very high probability trade. Like there's nothing that could go wrong. Obviously, if I take 10 trades like these, 7 out of 8 can go in my favor. Sorry, 7 or 8 can go in my favor. And yes, obviously we can take partials, but this is like very lowest leverage because of the budget. The spike can be against me right here, so I don't want that. and also it can be a overnight trade. So also know the fact that if the price is only creating a monthly time frame, smaller wick like this huge candle can wick up, reach for this 50% rejection block. I will like really target this somewhere here. How much is that going to be? So that's going to be almost like this much right here. So that is something I would like to keep in mind. Okay. So that's right here, 22,000. Obviously, this is where the complete fill of the gap is between the on the smaller time frame. So yes, we can look for that as well. The major understanding about any trade is a balance price range. If you can understand balance price range, your trades are like going to be very wonderful. Every other thing that you see could be a reaction that you can trade, but those trades I've seen personally for me have not played out the best. The best ones are the ones that create a BPR. And to reach for an understanding of BPR, you need to wait, you need to wait, you need to wait, you need to wait a lot. So I'm continuously speaking. I'll probably speak continuously for some time. Yep, maybe we can see some spike somehow, like the 3 o'clock spike that turns around and reaches for here. That is good. That is something that I would like to see as well. We're back up, but I would like to see a continuation higher for me to like hold on to this move. I want to see everyone like just getting shocked where the price just reaches our expectation. I'd really like to see that. If I can book 20,000 with just 150 quantities, that is going to be enough for me. Dollar index, as you can see, uh, dollar index has something that I do not like, and it is this void right here. It needs to fill this. Before it actually shoots up, it needs to fill this. So somehow if it falls down, drop down to this, that is a sign for Nifty to be extremely bullish, and I would like to see that very well. So again, if you see this monthly time frame candle, okay, just have a look at this monthly time frame candle. I want you all to experience this. Obviously, you will experience this in hindsight, but look at this. It's creating a down move, right? It looks like it's gonna fall down, but right away it will turn around and it will form something like this. If I can understand these things, I can be a participant where everybody is scared, where everybody is selling into these moves. We know the institutions are buying. Okay. I wouldn't mind seeing this as well. And maybe then fall down to 50% of rejection block. That is also fine. But for now, I would like to see this till the 50%, taking out this high till the 50%. This also has liquidity, so that can be an expectation which I wouldn't mind seeing because the price has not done enough to push the prices lower. It has not done enough to push the prices lower. So I'm going to trust this at this point. As I said, once again, this candle can literally like just shoot up straight up right here. Maybe if we can have a push at this point, if we can push it to the upside by the market closes, we can stay on to this trade and expect the prices to continuously shoot higher and take out this high. Okay, that is also something that I would like. But yes, if it already shoots up very high, let's say it comes around here, I will close the trade because I don't want to see the rejection from here overnight. That is going to be painful because I cannot book anything. I cannot understand the price action there. I will not get any chance to book any trade that is not going in my favor. So yeah, we'll have to be careful about it. Now, yes, the 3 p.m. spike is going, it could be bad for us. Okay, the 3 p.m. at this point, it could be bad, but that is the risk involved. Like it can simply shoot up or it can shoot against us. So I will let it form because my overall bias is extremely bullish, like extremely bullish. So I will stick to it. I had already shared these levels with my mentees. The level shared was 938. So probably there's some, yes, this level right here, 938. So I would like to see a run higher from here. This is cool. These equal highs will act as liquidity for us. The only fact that like there's way too many factors that's supporting the idea of a bullish move. By yesterday, I was a little confused with what the price should do. Like it should either come down or go up, but it actually confirmed the bias right now. That's why I'm recording this. And I'm into this trade. That's why. That it actually confirmed the bias right now. The bias is reach for this right here and to support this bearish breaker block that is acting as a bullish move in a buy model. Okay, like acting as an accumulation for us. And what else? Yes, this huge order block. That's a very major move. And this, you see, this breakaway gap, this actually turned out to be a breakaway gap where we were expecting it to fill this overnight or maybe fill this entirely today somehow. But yes, it's acting as a breakaway gap for us. So this that's a good sign. I'm just going to keep it blue so that it can be seen as a breakaway gap. So we are at the monthly new month opening gap. This is where um, if we can support this, I don't want to see like 3 o'clock just spike against me. That's very annoying sometimes. It's just that we have to be in this trade so that because this is where the best position is to enter a trade. Though it's not the best time it seems, especially on the day of budget. See, there's no fair value gap that's going to act as resistance here. All of this is liquidity. Once we turn around, we're going to take out these highs. We're going to take out these highs very clearly. Yep, so I can plot this. Yeah, this is perfect. This is where the down move started. Every move right here is a bullish, like it's tapping in. It's like an institutional order flow entry drill. Like the price just taps in, pushes up, taps in, pushes up, taps in, pushes up. Maybe we'll see another tap and a push higher. So the 3 o'clock is about to play out. Again, if even if it goes against me, I'm going to hold on to this move. So it's 3 o'clock. The spike against us. Usually we first see a spike down and then a spike up. So let's see if this can turn into a recovery right after this. That is most of the time a fake spike. And then the price like runs higher completely. That is okay. Let's see. Nothing to be worried about because the higher time frame is in our favor. The best part about trading ICD concepts is that you know that few things are supposed to happen no matter what you do. So you don't have to worry about this. Few things are supposed to take place, even if this is going down, which will uh, allow a lot of sellers to come in, but we should see a run higher somehow. So we are down now. Let's see. Switch to 1 hour time frame. I'll keep this open. I'm waiting for the run higher. Maybe it can take overnight. This position can turn bullish overnight. Let's see. But yes, I have no reason to like go short. And this is at an area where it has to push up somehow. Like even if it falls down, it is not supposed to fall too hard here. Needs to turn around. Sell side liquidity, once that gets taken out, we should turn around. So I'm down here. It's all cool at this point. I wouldn't mind seeing a run a little lower than this. So I've added one more lot here. So now I am in with 200 quantities. यो हाँ, खोल दो, भेज दो। खोल दो, उसको आएगा तो आएगा, नहीं तो बाहर बैठो। Nothing. I'm just watching the price here. There's nothing to panic at this point because, as I said, if you got an entry right here, that's great. Like if the prices can now turn around, that would be nice. I would like to see some displacement in price, like it just like shoots higher. That's going to be good. So waiting here. Maybe I would like to see a stop run here and then a push higher. Even that would be fine for us. Even if it doesn't do so, even that is also good. Like the price continuously tapping into this fair value gap, okay, and then pushing higher. That's something I would like to see as well. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Like I would like to see a run from here. That's good. So we are down a bit now. I still don't see any problem. I would like to see the price somehow support this bullish order block entirely. I would like to see the stay open. That's going to be good for me as well. It's a overnight trade. Don't treat it as an intraday trade. That's the reason I'm not willing to cut this trade so soon. Everything on the weekly time frame is also balanced. So I see no reason for the price to again go down. Yep. So I'm going to just stay in this trade. because I want to see this as a power of three, where the price is pushing lower, shoots up, goes right into this area, maybe opens with a gap up tomorrow. So that is also fine with me. Because even if you look here, look at this down move, look at this up move. So what is the price doing here? That's a bullish order block on the 4-hour time frame as well. So this bullish order block, this breakaway gap indicates momentum. This bullish order block on the daily time frame, this bearish order block that turned into a bullish order block indicates bullishness. Everything is indicating bullishness here. We can see a run higher towards here very easily. So I'm just trusting the fact of the higher time frame. Sometimes you have to do it, sometimes you don't. Because I have lower quantities, that's the reason we can hold on to this trade even if we are incorrect. Okay. Usually on intraday basis, we wouldn't do so. We'll like take quick losses and we'll hold on to it most of when the profits are in our favor. The way the prices supported this region, look at this. That's very nice to be honest. And I really like the fact that it has done so multiple times. So when I usually see this, the next candle usually spikes up because it's at the upper half of this fair value gap. Okay, we have imbalance right here. We have bullish order block. We're taking support at the high of the bullish order block, somewhere near to it. We're doing a lot of things that clearly indicates us that there's going to be momentum. So that means if let's say this is a breakaway gap. Okay, so I'm going to hold on to this. I can literally hold on to this for standard deviation right here. It it is precisely falling with my objective on the monthly time frame, which is this rejection block and this void. So I'm very clear that the prices are supposed to go there. So obviously 795 was my buying price. It's 218 points. So we should be able to capture 218 points. Let's see. And we'll be good to go. Okay. We should be able to capture 218 points. I am expecting the prices to reach very like with great momentum, maybe overnight, because my buying price is somewhere around here. Okay, sorry, somewhere around here, 95. So I'm expecting at least a 200 points move. And yes, I'm also not expecting the prices to drop much lower. Okay, I'm not expecting the prices to drop much lower. It shouldn't like really go deep down here to reach for that void, because that does not make any sense. So it somewhere needs to like take support here and pushes up. Maybe we have some news tomorrow, tonight in the USA. So that can assist us in taking a trade. to the upside. Well, this has literally done have not done anything yet. Nothing that is convincing to take lower price. Obviously, this is a bearish order flow, but look at this impulsiveness. I really like this. Look at the sell side liquidity, takes it out. All right. So we definitely have some risk involved, but if we can go like 200 points, we can make some good amount in terms of, let's say from here, yeah, we can make some good amount in terms of the risk that we have. If you wish to count the risk is going to be something like this. Let's say I give my stop loss here. Obviously, that's not the thing. This is going to be 1:1, right? Right here. This is going to be 1:1. Obviously, because this is an overnight position, we may see this. That is the reason my positions are less. But this is a high probability trade, and we don't really have to see the price come down tonight. It needs to push up. So I'm just going with this. We're not doing anything right now. But yes, this is not the risk reward, obviously. If we can get an opportunity to see the prices like go drop down somewhere below this low, which we wouldn't like, we can be out of this trade. So that completely depends on how I would like to manage my trade. I would like to really see this fair value gap act as good support at this point. Okay, that can act as great support. We've taken out sell side liquidity, went right into this fair value gap. We have this consolidation, price pushes down. Now it should push up to fill this. We have everything as a balanced price range. So everything makes sense to me. I see no harm in holding on to this trade. Obviously, if the market's open like 300, 400 points against me, then it's gonna wipe out some profits from previous week. Right here, and like really like this, and I really like this. So if this is the start of the move, we can actually see some, like we can also see 400 points, something like that, without any hesitation. Just waiting right now. So definitely, this would scare a lot of people to like who are into longs. But when you understand order flow, the fact that I'm expecting this allows me to be in this trade. Okay, so I don't mind seeing a drawdown, but that is how it works. For a lot of people, it's probably only risk and reward, but sometimes it's about conviction because that even if you take like five such trades, the outcome of four trades is going to be in your favor, or the 5 out of 5 is going to be in your favor. That is the reason getting involved into such trades is completely fine. Dollar index. So if you see dollar index is trying to push up, like even if it pushes higher here, needs to drop down somehow. So I would like to see like a drop down somehow. This is going to be a very important level for me. I would like to see this test. That's going to be very nice. Because that is a rejection block on the monthly time frame, which I have great expectation that the price will reach there. Okay, so if I once again plot the standard deviation, you see it's like so accurate that this trade cannot go wrong. Hence, I'm going to be in this trade. There's definitely a big chance that we will see some news kicking in that is going to push the prices higher. So you can keep this example, you can like take a screenshot of this. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of this for you all. This is my standard deviation right here, my rejection block on the monthly time frame. You already know that it's aligning here, so I'm going to keep that as an objective. All right. So now I would like to see the price really run towards it, plotting it to this low. For now, we are down like almost 6,000. So that's a breakaway gap for me. I'm using this as a bullish order block. I'm using this as a sell side liquidity hand. We are here. We have this little area unfilled. So as the price is going for to like go and reach for it, it is definitely going to fill this as well. That's going to be good for us. Apart from this, what else do I have? Nothing, right? So I want to see the next candle, okay? Probably next few candles to reach here like this. This can happen right away, maybe tomorrow, because markets were waiting for budget to be announced. All right, we have protected all these lows. So I'll just download this image. All right, so we're down almost 5,600. About to close. So we're down 6,000. Okay, we're down 6,000 at this point. All good. I'll try to also record the overnight positions for you all so that you can see how it can be managed. Obviously, it cannot be managed, but what decisions can I take for the next day? I don't really do overnights, but when I find something like this where like it's too convenient to take along, like there's nothing that can go wrong, so we go for it. Yes. Apart from this, yeah, this probably price going up. Is there anything that I wanted to show you? No, I believe everything is good. Oh yes, I was just checking this. This is the range that we had previously. Okay. So now the price almost like reached to that range, shot down. That is okay. At this point, it looks like it wants to shoot up. You see, the gift nifty did not really fall. Okay, so it just went up probably because the market's closed. Anyway, coming back here. So when the price opens up tomorrow somewhere, I would like to see it open above here or somewhere here. Okay, because literally this is very clean. Obviously, these lows are very clean as well. But as I said, we have a BPR. We are not supposed to go down. If the market can open up somewhat like this, somewhere here, okay, and it can take support somewhere here, then the momentum can be even better, and that can actually take out these highs. So what you need to see is 21,925 supporting the price, because let me be very clear, this was my IBDA range, dealing range, okay, 20-day dealing range. Now this is premium, right? This is discount. But if I do this, okay, if I do this right here, at this point, this is premium and this is discount. We do not want to see the price go drop down very low. You'll have to do this once again. So now you may get confused. So this is discount and this is premium. So I have bought at a discount when the price breaks out of this range. If I plot, see, premium, discount. If I plot this once again, sorry, if I plot a range, okay, I need to, if I just copy the same range above here, okay, paste it right above here. This is premium, this is discount. This is discount and this is premium. Premium, discount, premium, discount. I'll repeat, premium, discount, premium, discount. So once the price takes support here, this is into a discounted area. So if we are at a discounted area, you see these equal highs, that's liquidity. Okay. So I'll actually try to hold, see if I see a move higher here, I will actually try to hold on to this trade. We are here, right? I entered at 9.5. Okay. So my entry is around 9.5. I'll just zoom in somewhere here. So I'll try to actually hold on to this trade for like 350 points. The fact that all the retailers are bearish because they think that the short-term high has been formed, which we were expecting as well. But to be honest, uh, the short-term high, if the short-term high was here, this price action was unnecessary. Price fell down, nice, but this price action higher was unnecessary. Creating equal highs was unnecessary. Okay, yes. So that's going to be an expectation. I was also going to see something. Mm, yes, all good here. I'll watch overnight. I'll show you what the prices could do overnight. What is the expectation? Let's just look at the economic calendar here. So you see, we have this at 5:30. That's that's impactful. This right here, sorry, this right here, PMI data at 8:30 is going to be impactful as well. Then we don't really have anything. Okay. Yes. So we have some news today that could affect the prices. All right. So I will end this video here. We'll continue. I'll keep you updated about what the prices uh, are willing to do. I'll also take screenshots if I am unable to record this throughout. I'll take like continuously take screenshots. I just look at like the 4 hour or the 1 hour time frame on a regular basis. See what do we expect from this 4 hour candle to do? Shoot down? No, this is a bullish fair value gap, right? Even if it drops down, I would expect this for price to, I would expect the price to support this, right? Support this trade idea. Okay. So if the price can support this fair value gap and continuously closing above it, where it is supposed to go next? Right here, because everything below is a BPR. Hence, the only space then we have is the liquidity above here. Okay. So yes, I'll try to keep you updated with that. We have this fair value gap and the rejection block that I'm looking for, very like for a very short basis. Also on monthly time frame, you have this. It's pretty low, right? So the thing is, every time the price is dipping inside this wick, it can go up. So it's right here. Like just like this. Okay, dip down. Same way, it can get support anywhere from this rejection block. It doesn't really need to go to the 50%. All right, so I will leave this here and we'll see what the markets would do at a later time. We'll also see what the markets would look like at 5:30 and 8:30 Indian time zone. Okay, here is 8:30. Sorry, that's 6:30. Sorry, 8:30 right here. Okay, so we'll also have a look at that. All right, guys. So meet you in the continuation part. All right, so this is the continuation of the video uh, of the trade. You can say it's 8:11 right now. As you can see, my entry was around 95, 795, and I added like one more lot somewhere to the downside, somewhere here. Yep, somewhere here maybe, or maybe somewhere here. I don't. Yeah, maybe somewhere here. I don't know exactly, but it's around 795. So as you can see, from 795 we went down, but we came back up. Now we are pushing higher. We are already up 44 points. I have almost 200 quantities now. Quantities are pretty less, but that is the magic. That is the magic. I don't have to worry about uh, DK. I don't have to worry about price uh, not giving me enough points that I deserve. All right. And if this can push higher right here, that is going to be crazy for me, right? Definitely, we have this highest liquidity and we have this highest liquidity. Okay. So at this point, uh, I'm telling you, these things are not normal. As in, if you're not aware of these concepts, definitely you lose an edge. I'm not saying that you will not become a profitable trader. You can become a profitable trader by doing support and resistance also, if your risk management is on point. It's just that if you know these things and you know risk management, then there's nothing that could stop you from becoming a profitable trader. I am transforming myself from an option buyer to a futures trader only. Synthetic futures or futures, you can say, because I don't want to feel worried about DK. Okay, I don't want to feel worried about DK. I just want to be a participant of a trade where I know my risk, where I know my possibility of my drawdowns and everything. Okay, my profit scenarios, all of it. So everything that I have shared in the previous section of this video is how the analysis was. You see, my entry was not that precise, and I agree to that because this was an overnight trade. Like, it could have given me something on intraday, but this was an overnight trade with less quantities. That does not mean less quantities does not mean less profit. Understand this. If you're taking 1,000 quantities, okay, you probably are aware of traders who take only like 50 points in options, right? Intraday basis, overnight में jackpot लग गया तो लग गया. But here I don't have to worry about DK. The only thing that could possibly go against me was the price like dropping down very hard like this. It can still do that. It can still do that. But at this point, we are up. We can see it's like almost 55, or you can say like my entry was at 95, so it's around 60 points up at this point. So that that should be an unrealized profit of 12,000 at this point. Okay. Now again, we'll see what the price does. We still got 15 minutes, and there is going to be some news. I am hoping that news is in our favor, where the price can actually push up. Hopefully, this is not a Judas swing where the price like then drops down. So I'm expecting the prices to push higher. So we'll just stick to it. Nothing else. I've explained everything why the prices should push higher. I really like the price leaving this sorry, leaving this fair value gap. Once the price gets inside this fair value gap, I would also like to see it like run right in here. Okay. Maybe after that the price can fall a little bit lower, but by tomorrow I really hope that we can close somewhere around here. That's going to be a good move. And yes, as I said, 22,018 can be a draw on liquidity. Why? Because of the standard deviation and the breakaway gaps. So something like this. And you see, they say you'll have to like, it's not only about taking trades, it's about taking the highest probability trades. If you were trading around the period of budget, you wouldn't have, you will never get to understand the highest probability of entering these trades. So we're right here. I really like this objective of 22,010 right here. This is way too precise for me, and I would really like to see the price going up there. Okay. Yep. So what I'll do now is I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause this because if I continue to sit here, it's gonna take forever. Okay, so I'm just giving you a little glimpse of what's taking place here. Just in case if the price moves pretty high, I will update that. Okay, like see where the prices are at this point. The best thing that the price moved in our favor was what? The balance price range, the understanding of balance price range. If one can understand these things very correctly, we can see trades going in our favor very, very, very nicely. All right, so I didn't realize it's 8:30 right now. Looking at the price, it was 8:10, and right away it's 8:30. Yeah. So at this point, the news is going to kick in some PMI data, let's say, in the US. So let's see what the price could do here. I'd really like to see it push higher. News is always wild. Oh, you see, I just changed the time frame and the candle was down here. Let's see. Maybe we can drop down very hard. Something that I wouldn't like, obviously, because we have a bullish position. But if a bias is correct, we don't have to be worried here. Prices will push up, and that's a hard drop. DXY just spiked up. Hopefully that's a false move and it should continue lower. Hopefully this is a false move and it should continue higher. I guess it's also 9:30 and okay, it's 10. So 9:30 was here when the momentum took place. So DXY, I really feel DXY should come here now. Let's say by any chance, if DXY drops down here, we will see Nifty go very high. I really don't want to see this break. I want to see the price sustain this over a period of 1 hour. Only then we can expect some good and higher prices. Something very high. We have a bullish order block here. Maybe I can touch that and push up. And that is cool. If I go to the 4 hour time frame, we're still in a bullish order flow. Where's gold? No doubt here. See that drop down and a push higher. It usually takes place. I'm extremely bullish on gold as well. These lows look good, but I would like to see a run higher. Gold really needs to take out these highs, so the prices are going to increase in gold. And there's a pretty huge candle that's going to form in gold, so I want to see that as well. I would like to see this really support the price, this fair value gap. The price can do so. We have something good in our closet. This is no. Okay. So this is where we will see a move of almost 200 points, I guess. Let me check once again. 95 is right here. Yep. So almost 200. Okay, 190 points. Almost 200 points is right here. So that's a clear drawn liquidity. I do not see the price taking out this high and dropping down. It will take out this high also. That's something that I'm pretty sure about. Are we going up here? No, I'm not too sure about it, but what I can be sure about is that fair value gap. So this level right here and this right here. Yes, I'm pretty sure that we'll reach here and we'll fill 22,000. So that is a great objective. Okay, so this gap doesn't is not good. Though if the price can catch the bullish momentum, it will have no need to come back down. Liquidity is clear. I'm just comparing these. Yeah, so Bank Nifty is like wants to run higher. We have this huge void that can be reached for very soon. Don't see any problem for that. Yep. So I'm trying to read the tape for you as well. What do I expect when I'm in a trade? What all things do I expect? How I want to see the price react? Just because I have a few mentees who want me to track these things as well. So this is the drawn liquidity that I have told them. Pretty sure the price should go and take out those highs. This is not good, right? You see, this is not good. I want to see it sustain. We need to see it sustain so we can take out these highs and run higher. We have to do a little bit of this also to understand if it's good to hold the trade after like is it good to hold a trade overnight, something like that. So I am assuming that the news is going to be good and in our favor. Today the budget did not do much, and people were probably expecting something. And with that hope, this if this like goes up, people would be like, shit, we why did this move not come when we were trading? Markets are bitches. Markets don't move. It's all rigged. It's all bullshit. All of these things. That's what people are gonna say. I'm pretty sure. Note the time, 8:40 right now. Okay. I'll show you the date also. Okay, 1st of Feb 2024. People are gonna say markets are rigged. It did not move. We are all planning this, and the markets are smart. Yes, it is rigged actually. It is rigged. People would probably say nobody knows. You can know it most of the time if you know ICT concepts. Nothing else. I don't read OI data. I don't read. I didn't even look at the budget to be honest. I just knew it's going to be something that's volatile, so I did not trade. I couldn't decide a bias, but the I was able to decide the bias by the end of the day. So I was like, fine, it's all good. Let's enter this trade. There's no harm in this trade. All right. So as I said, I'm shifting to synthetic futures completely. That can help me to hold on to a trade for a very long time. Okay. No decay, nothing, everything in my favor because I remember doing overnights with options, making the same amount. If this goes here, it's gonna allow me to make like probably 1 to 2 lakhs if I have huge quantities. But I guess if this trade goes in my favor, my capital was uh, 3 lakhs that was used. Okay, and the amount that we will generate on this trade is going to be 30 to 40,000. So that's like 10% returns. The maximum drawdown that you saw today on my screen was how much? 6 to 7,000 maximum. So you calculate the risk to reward if this trade plays out in my favor. So I'm still watching the price. Really like the way it's pushing higher. Maybe if we can continue to shoot even higher, this is like the best case scenario. Like I have my eyes right there. I know for a fact the price should go there. That's the reason I entered this trade. Now, if I go back to Dixie, DXY, equal lows, shot up. Okay, so dollar index, you see this, people were probably very convinced that prices are now going up, but this tells me that this unnecessary push higher tells me that it wants to drop down. So once this drops down lower, we are also reaching here. So that's going to be something in my favor. I have a class at 9 o'clock. So I'll probably record this for 18, 17 minutes more. Till then, you can watch this. I'll just count the points once again. Yep, so that's around 215. Okay. Now, is there a possibility to go even higher? That's what I'm trying to look for. Because if the price goes up, there's literally nothing that should stop the prices from going higher. But I will be very careful. I'm not sure if the prices are supposed to take out this high or not. Okay, this is specifically for my mentees. The timestamp is 8:43. Okay, I'll try to remember this 8:43. Uh, Look how a monthly candle closed, and right away I was able to predict my next bias. Okay, this is what you are supposed to do. If the candlesticks are not making sense while this candle was forming, you were probably unaware while this candle was pushing up and down. You see on the candle on the left, you don't know where is it supposed to go. But as soon as this candle closed, it gave you a rejection block here, it gave you a rejection block here. You know right away, you're probably confused like which one will go first. But when you know which one will go first, obviously that's a very high probability trade, right? Here, when you're trading in this candlestick, you don't know where is the price supposed to go in this candlestick. There is no imbalance, no liquidity. Liquidity is already hunted. So what was a better choice? To wait. I waited right away. If this trade goes in my direction, I'll be a 40K. Is that bad that I did not take like I definitely missed a few days, but this is the return we'll get. Imagine if you can sit back, you'll make money. ध्यान रखो इस बात को. Time आएगा. You will understand when to execute. You'll understand when to time this and everything. You have to take your own risk. Sometimes I won't be there to guide you every single time because I'm also unable to like, I don't see these things take place every single time. I have to wait a lot. Okay. See, I waited on Wednesday. I did not trade on Thursday, and yeah, by the end of the day, I had to enter, so I can understand this, right? So you have to wait. The setup will come to you. You don't have to go to the setup. Okay. There's a volume imbalance on the weekly time frame. Price reach for it, short back up. Very obvious. Okay, so it probably reached for it on the electronic hours. See right here. And then it's shooting back up, which is cool. Maybe, yeah, I just want to see, you see dollar index falling right down. This is what I wanted to see. I've been watching dollar for a very long time, and you see, this is not giving away a lot of information, but I could see this. I know that we're supposed to fall down right here. So that's something the prices should do. Okay. Everybody is expecting a breakout. I'm expecting a fall lower, test this, and then shoot back up. So by the time this falls, my work will be done in Nifty. Okay, I'm specifically an intraday trader. I don't do this more often, but yes, it's at almost now we're up almost 65 points. Okay, now we're up 70 points because my entry was at 795. So I'm going to continuously watch this. One of the major reasons I also entered this trade was this right here. The price going down in the fair value gap, taking out the lows, perfect scenario. What do we have here? Bullish order block, perfect scenario. Buy side liquidity identified, perfect scenario. Identified the balance price range on the fair value gap, perfect scenario. Okay, so everything is well aligned properly. So I'm assuming that this will actually fall. This has to fall, to be honest, or else it will be a little tough. You see, this is the fair value gap. This is where the price is currently, and it's messing around a lot here. We need to see a full body candle. Okay, I would like to see a full body candle to the downside. That's going to be good. Like on the daily time frame, if the candle could close the full body here, maybe then we can see like dollar index will start capturing some volatility. Gold is definitely pushing higher to take out these highs. After that, I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't care what it's gonna do. Ooh. So this gift nifty is very wild as in you see, it can drop down in one candle. It drops 15 points. In one candle, it goes 15 points. That's insane. We have another fair value gap right here. I'll just mark this. Obviously, if this can sustain, we are we are forming a pretty nice order flow, pretty good order flow. And 22,009, okay, precisely, okay, with precision, will be tested if we can continue pushing higher. That's now just in case if I was an intraday, just in case if I was into this trade on intraday basis, I would have booked at least one lot and trailed my stop loss to somewhere here for sure. So there was no way I was going to take a big loss in this trade. I would have exited another position somewhere here, and yes, I would have let the price then continue pushing higher. On intraday basis, I would have closed my trade if it was on intraday basis. But if this was something that I would like to capture overnight, and I'm in front of the screen and the screen is open, like the charts are running, the markets are open, I would do that. Okay. Intraday basis, my trades would have been done because it's how much? It's almost okay. If you want to count it from here, you can count it from here. It's almost 60 points on futures, which is pretty nice. So I don't think so. There's any other news. I would like to see this drop down. This is at the fair value gap, and this really needs to drop down. Okay, this really needs to drop down. 45, 1 hour. Yep, no reason for the price to go higher. 1 hour looks good. This really needs to drop down. You see, there's no imbalance here as well. So the next objective is this liquidity. I really like to see the gold prices pushing up. Yep, the best part about overnights is uh, it's not in your hand. So if you get good, get it completely, no partials, nothing. Because now at this point you cannot do anything. If it goes like this, 20, 15 points, you can get it completely, or you may not even get your stop loss properly. Like you will have to exit more at more than your stop loss. You see this little imbalance right here. It should drop down till there first, and then even lower. The factor that made me sure that the prices are pushing higher was the retailers actually shorting the market. I saw a lot of retailers being bearish. That's when I realized that the markets are not actually bearish, because even I was holding a bearish stance, but then I changed my When I looked at the markets clearly, I decided not to trade. The bias was unclear, and then I looked at it and I realized that okay, yes, the markets are extremely bullish. Because I was bearish and the markets did really fell lower like this. So even if I would have taken any trades, I would have saved myself, but not overnights because overnights was not a confirmation yet. This is good. This is a confirmation. We'll go for it. DXY, I really like to see it drop hard, give space for this to push up. This is the drawn liquidity on gold. I don't know the drawn liquidity on yes. Why did this stop? I don't know what's up with GIF Nifty and all of these instruments. Like they stop in between and then they suddenly become active. Because now if the next candle forms, I'm assuming okay, it went down. But this, looking at the DXY, it looks like it's gonna shoot up once again. If let's say I take a short in this trade, I will make sure that I exit my partials here. Alright, guys, so I will continue this later on. I have a class right now and I'll update you. Hopefully, we are here by the class ends. DXY dropping down, nice. We want to see this push higher as well. At this point, the high made was 65.5. Alright, cool. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so this is the continuation of this. I actually do my pre-analysis at night. It's 1:11, and that is the reason I am looking at it so late as well. So it's not that I am awake because of this. It's just that I usually do the pre-analysis at night around 1 to 2, and then I sleep. So my entry price again was at around 9.5, right? Somewhere here. So we are up almost like 80, 90 points. That is a good move. I'm hoping that morning 6:30 will spike even higher. So sorry. So this is what I have right here. Okay. 980, something like this. 22,000 looks good, right? So again, I need to see a run higher so that we take out this high and then we reach for this. Now, I'll be a little cautious about this high once again. So we have almost like 135 points around that high. If I feel comfortable, maybe I'll book that. or maybe I will because see, the thing is at this point that this needs to be tested. There's no other reason. There's no other area where the price would want to go for. Okay, so this is like for sure. This needs to be reached for. So I will expect the prices to reach here around 21,980 or something like that. That's going to be a clear cut scenario for me. So as you can see, what happened overall, the price dropped down, took out this low. Okay, this was in the market today itself. 330 closed around here. Went a little lower, pushed up, went up, dropped down hard, tested this bullish breaker block right here. Okay, and then again shot back higher. I was wondering a little bit here that why is this actually falling down? Because if you look at DXY, where is DXY? DXY right here. DXY was literally falling like this here. And when dollar index falls, Nifty is supposed to push higher. But at this point, even Nifty fell lower. So I was a little confused around there, like what just happened. But eventually, because ES and everything else was pushing higher. So ES is supposed to take out these highs. Gold was supposed to take out the highs right here, and it took out those highs as well right here. This was the drawn liquidity I gave out to my students. And Euro USD is also very close to take out these equal highs and to touch the weekly volume imbalance. So that is also a clear cut sign. Now coming back here, it's at 882. I feel everything is good here. I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame. We have a bullish order block. Okay, so this candle is just about to close on the 1 hour time frame. Cool. So now we get this. Okay. So definitely we'll see a little drop lower. How low can this drop be is going to decide if the markets are running up or not. Like if the price can simply touch this, support this idea very clearly, and then push higher, then maybe in the next 1 hour we can see a higher move. Or this is going to be a very important uh, uh, fair value gap for me to look for trades even tomorrow. Tomorrow as in today. Okay, for the 2nd Feb 2024. All right. So yes, that's it, I guess. I'll update you if there's something new just in case. Something that is very wild where the price is already here. Or else we will look at the markets at 6:30 in the morning. Not 6:30, but yes, obviously around 8 o'clock, 8:30. We'll look at the 8:30 opening price, what the markets are doing around 8:30, and then we can decide if we are supposed to hold on to our overnight position or simply exit it. Okay, thank you.